Hello, welcome back to After the Game on Shadowguard. This is Shadowguard episode 18's After the Game. I am joined on voice chat by the cast and the Dungeon Master from Shadowguard D&D, and we're talking about the session we just had. I'm Charlie Chopshop. I play Magnus Munch, as you have probably seen. So yeah, welcome everybody. How did you guys feel about tonight's session?
I had fun. I enjoyed you guys really trying to investigate and figure out where to find her at. You definitely came up with some ideas I was not ready for necessarily, but it was good. I think it worked out really well.
I was happy to be. It felt like a really crunchy OSR dungeon crawl, you know?
Yes.
And that felt good because we haven't really got to do that in this campaign. And just like the fact that I was like in mid dungeon thinking, like, you know what, I should probably take a short rest. To me, that makes it feel so much like more survivalish and old school revival style. So I really enjoyed that.
I wish one of you would have failed that poison roll. Because in case you're wondering, it's known as yellow mold. When you're poisoned for 1 minute. Okay. And for every round, creature poisoned this way. So when you get poisoned, you take 2d10 poison damage.
Oh,
You
that's
become
a
poisoned
lot.
for 1 minute. While poisoned in this way, a creature takes 1d10 poison damage at the start of each of its turns.
Oh, man.
So, and you get to repeat the saving throw after each roll. So it could have been you could have lost a good chunk of HP right after a short rest.
Well, we're not done with this dungeon yet, right?
No, you are not. There are more things to come. I'm excited for it. We'll probably finish it next session, is my guess, and then we'll kind of see what happens with the other stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
But
So-
the biggest thing is, you guys, if you don't want to miss the brawlers, you can't take a long rest in here
Yeah.
because you'll miss it. Or you have to
So-
leave and then deal with the brawlers and then take a short rest and then come back in.
Can I make a comment, a prediction, actually?
Sure.
Yeah.
I have a prediction that every time someone expends a critical fail, it would be on my character, Luke. Somehow it has affected them in some way. I could be like, I'm going to save my teammate. No, you're not. Critical fail. It's your fault.
Well, we'll have a discussion after this recording about the crit fail and crit success system. You know, we're just kind of beta testing it to see how it works for this game. I do want to talk to you guys about it off recording, not on this show. We'll decide what we want to do for next time. But it was a lot of fun tonight to see the chat throwing critical fails and critical successes in. And yeah, poor Luke got the worst of it.
Dude failed.
So let's go around real
Same
quick.
person.
Let's talk about everyone's highlights for the session. So everyone give a highlight. What was your favorite thing that someone else did, including the Dungeon Master, and then say what you were proud of that you did in character or had fun doing with your character this session. Let's start with Yeti, who plays Glod.
So, I actually really liked that encounter.
Yeah?
Was built. Those monsters and the weird egg sack things. Really interesting.
I agree.
It was fun.
I think anytime like you throw, I don't know, I've just have had a lot of battle through the West Marches game we play and stuff. And there's just so many battles where it's just like clump up on an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
So like having something producing more enemies and like the stream and the boats and that was really fun. And they clamp on, little vampire bastards.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for good combat. So,
And what did you have most fun doing with your character? What moment were you proud of with Glod today?
my favorite thing was probably using the beard as a breathing mask.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that was great. And also like just kudos to all, Dungeon Master and everyone else for remembering what our like class abilities. We're getting into that higher tier play now, so like that's the kind of stuff I always forget. Like, oh yeah, dwarves are resilient to poison. You know, when I'm dungeon mastering, like so kudos to everyone remembering all that stuff. All right, let's go to Jazzy Bebo, who plays L. What was your favorite moment that someone else did, and what was your favorite moment that you did?
I it's small and probably dumb, but I really liked that the light was in the middle of his forehead, like
Yes.
a martyr's light.
Yeah, I like that too.
The image of that is just really funny to me.
All right.
Um,
And for you, is it the new weapon? Is that your favorite moment for L this session, or something else?
yeah, I am very excited to be able to use that soon and hopefully do even more damage. It's like it's very satisfying and it's like, and you kill him and you kill him and you kill him. It's like, yes, I
mean,
have the power.
I'll interject really fast on that. I know one of the biggest things that you were really feeling was that you were stuck to like the slashing and your bludgeoning damage, which a lot of things can be resistant to, and you wanted some way to be able to do other damage. So
Right.
with how strong I actually that was a custom made weapon. I just saw certain things here. And the only thing someone made mention of is that moonlight is usually dim light, so I might just make it 60 feet of dim light, just because. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference mechanic wise, really too much. But in general, it's not. I didn't give you a plus to a hit because you already have a ridiculous plus to hit. So instead, I gave you bonus damage and a cool like long rest, like basically like a dragon's breath kind of like thing.
Yeah, like once a day you do a crazy big like magic burst out of it, which is awesome.
Yes. And if you guys are ever curious on what that's from, it's actually from the Moonlight Greatsword and Dark Souls and like Bloodborne.
Nice. That's
So
awesome.
that's kind of what it's based off of. And there's more to the actual story and lore of that weapon, which you guys can look up more with the amulet that you found.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm excited to do some research on that. So, Elle, did you have any other highlights for your own character that you were proud of that you did today?
I wouldn't say myself, but I am thankful for the rest of the players handling my weird emotional breakdown with the child, which I am so sorry for.
It's
I feel
okay.
so bad. It was so random, and you guys were just like, "Elle, can just chill over there?" And I was like, "Oh,
No, it was.
I'm very thankful for good players."
No, it was sweet. I thought it was super cute that you got
Yeah.
like flustered by it. That was kind of that's like the darkest actual situation we've by far ever dealt with on Shadowguard. Was like, do we or don't we kill a kid like a child?
I try to make it not too murder hobo, but
Yeah.
I think that's what Claude would do.
Yeah, me too. And like, well, Magnus too was dead set on like killing this kid because I don't fuck with vampires. Like that's like it's just very much my character but it's also a Shadowguard thing. I thought that's how you kill someone without making it murder hobo-y. I thought like
Yes.
we all role played it really, really well. And who knows, we may still have. I'm fully expecting possible repercussions to come from this when we leave the sewers. So. But yeah, that was pretty dark. So don't worry about that, Elle. We were happy to cover for you. So,
Sure.
Luke,
It's get in prison.
Luke, it's your turn. What is your favorite thing someone else did? Like, give a shout out to someone else. And what was your favorite moment that Luke had this session?
Oh gosh, my favorite thing someone else did. I actually kind of will build up on it. It's kind of the interaction between Luke and Glad when they were roaming around together.
Oh yeah.
I just enjoyed like the playful banter and just like, oh yeah, well, I'll insult you too, and then he insults me. It's like, oh yeah, alcoholic.
You have that shit giving friendship where like your friendship is based on giving each other shit.
Yeah, like I thought Yeti played that really well. He went along with the like scene of just being like, role playing. It was great. Like I absolutely loved it.
Me too.
And then the favorite thing Luke did was actually take the high road and like try to give a better alternative than just murdering a small child.
I loved that too. I didn't say anything now or like in game, but I thought that was great that like Luke is showing his moral side a little bit. You know what I mean?
I really like that as well.
Yeah.
And I tied it back into like I might murder a stranger, but not a child.
I thought it was the farmer just getting his body blown off.
I made a comment in the Discord chat. I was like, I'm surprised they're not just asking Luke to ice this kid right now. This kid for us. Okay.
I like that though, because it's like even though like your principles and morals are like wackadoo, like they do exist. They are still there. You know, they're just different. That's all.
Yeah, it's like it's a child. I mean, I wanted to give it a better alternative and just like, ISIS. Move on the story. Oh, there goes Yeti.
Yep, Yeti popped off. That's all right. I'll go last. I had a lot of favorite things like that happened with other people. I don't know. I would say I really loved the role play between Yeti and Luke. I was enjoying that, or between Glad and Luke. Man, what else? I don't know. Yeah, I also want to give Amel kudos. I just loved that encounter and that whole dungeon crawl. Like I said, that was, I think, my highlight. Just that we got to do a dungeon crawl or start one. That it felt like we're in this long, like arduous journey through this, through this sewer, and we needed to rest after a battle. I loved that. That felt just super fun to play. So thank you so much for putting that together. And my favorite moment for me was just battle. Honestly, being level 5, wizards are so squishy when they're low level. I'm finally getting to the point where I'm like kind of powerful. I'm really happy with how I'm playing a wizard. I feel like I'm a very wizardy wizard. Blinking, like controlling a zombie, fucking spider walking all over the place. Like, oh my god, it's so fun. I love it. I love trying to fit a spell to be a solution for every scenario, kind of thing. I feel like I took the spotlight a lot this session. I would say that's the thing I did the worst, was share the spotlight, but I was just so excited to use my zombie and my spells. So
I felt I played really passively, speaking on that.
you thought
More so than normal.
You did, yeah. I did too. And I'm sorry, I would like to see some more like Luke and Elle spotlight sessions in the next few sessions and a little less Magnus. But that's okay. That's good. Like, it's good. Each character has their sessions and their off sessions, and so hopefully next time I'd love to see you guys, Magnus hanging back maybe a little more. But great.
Actually,
yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to go because I didn't get.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, of course. Amel, what was your favorite? What was your favorite moment and favorite moments that someone else had?
So I actually enjoyed a couple things. One, that you chose to go down the north tunnel at the end, because I actually had like 4 different spots for you guys to find that stupid sword.
Nice.
Like, if they don't go this way, they're gonna go this way, and so on and so forth. Because I wanted it to be found. So I liked the ingenuity of using the spider climb, because you avoided traps, and you were able to deal with certain situations easier.
Sure.
And putting Rudyard in the front was smart also, because it helped kind of deal with some of those traps and the monsters. I did like Luke. I definitely liked when you were like, let's not kill the boy, or let's find a different way, or trying to find out if, like, even if there was a player thing, like, did we know how to cure vampirism? Which I really felt like if they would have known how to cure it, it wouldn't be this bad of a problem 800 years in the future. So I really liked the attempted problem solving, you guys' attempts at trying to investigate and really find ways around this. Like the with the elbows. The whole entire thing was hilarious.
That was really funny. When you like
weird elbows? What?
When you were like,
is that even useful information, by the way? I don't even know.
Yeah, it could be very useful.
yeah, I mean, you made a perception check
It's
for
a
it.
way to potentially find her out at nighttime somewhere. Who knows?
Luke,
She's hunting.
So
when Luke was like, oh, let's just like, is there a dog with weird elbows? Look for it. I was like, now you're on something completely different. I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, that was so funny. Like, I was trying not to fucking crack up so hard when you said that.
no, there was something. This is one of my favorite things. It's like I say something, and then Aaron like interjects with a different word. I'm like, thanks, brain.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just kind of like a conversation.
Disfigured.
Like, it's a conversation with Luke inside his own brain.
I did like that.
Oh,
You played that off so seamlessly. You didn't miss a beat. Like, you just kept your thought going. Thanks, brain. That was very good. I enjoyed that a lot. Well, great. Thanks so much, everyone. Did you have another one, ML? I'm sorry.
I had my favorite.
Oh yeah. What did you do? What are you proud of for yourself?
I am proud of the killing of the child. I felt like it was really a chance to give a good description and a good image for everybody on the stream, in the game, of something that was really tough to do, that was really horrible, but in not such a like murder hobo way.
Mm-hmm.
It was the right person to do it.
It was a story element, and we all played it like it was a story element.
Well, a slight secret to that is that I had no intention of that child being a vampire until you decided to check and see if it was a vampire.
Nice.
And then it became a vampire.
Good though, because that added such a strong, vampire element to this town and this story arc. And also, this is the first time you've really seen the Shadowguard officially act. I was like, Glad, I was like, you're killing him. Like, I'm serving this woman a writ of service that, like, we have immunity to do this kind of thing. Like, I'm giving her the paperwork. I thought, like, as a whole team, Dungeon Master, players all around, like, that was, like, so well played as a team. We really formulated an epic, like, awesome little tiny story arc, you know, off of the main arc there.
Well,
I completely agree.
I think our role play is getting more cohesive as a group, that we're able to just be like, oh yeah, let's just bullshit with each other in character.
Yeah.
We can get away with it.
Well, it's not even just bullshitting. It's actually like the bullshitting slowly becomes depth. You know what I mean? Because it adds like this history that we have together.
I think a lot of other groups, to interrupt real quick, a lot of other groups can't get that camaraderie going on. Like, it's hard for them. It's too stale or forced. Like, where ours is natural.
I agree. And running a lot of groups, some groups don't become friends immediately, or their characters don't, you know, or the players don't even. So we're lucky in that regard, that we all, you know, jive really well. But cool. Anyone else have anything else to add?
I'll type mine out because I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, great. And yeah, thanks everyone who tuned into After the Game. Dungeon Master Ammo, I'm sorry I tried to end After the Game on you 4 times before you got your your statements made, but I was really happy you all were able to take a few minutes afterward and chat with me. I'm so happy with where this game is heading. I can't wait to finish this dungeon next time, and also possibly do this arena. I was gonna say this before, you know, every great anime ever has a full season where it's just an arena. And we're going into that season of Shadowguard very soon. So I'm excited for us to become gladiators together. But yeah, thanks again, everyone. And thanks to everyone who's tuning in on YouTube to After the Game. We will see you next time on episode 19 of Shadowguard. See you then.
See you.
Chop shop.